Yes, yes. Oh, Mr. Sadie, we live from the beach, man. I told you I knew that we would do this one time. More times, I need to do this more. Outdoors, getting my melanin is popping. You know what then people say, the millennials, a lot of those things, a lot of things with this Safe with Saylee on a Saturday, but at the beach too, so it's going to be charged. And guys, I can't see, anything. This is glare. I'm trying to save this battery too. But let me let you know we out here for real. Hold on. I know I can switch this camera around. I know there was a way. Hold on, but okay, if not, boom. Let's see where we at. I don't want to give up too much. But yeah, so we are out here. So that's, oh snap, hold on. Yeah, I don't know, they was trying to see, I didn't want to do too much. So yeah, so we are out here. Down at the beach, Safe with Saylee. There's a couple of things I want to bring out. A couple of things I want to talk to. Shout out to the city. Just putting a tarp out here. Yesterday was MS Day. Very powerful day. We raised $7,000. We still got some more to go. There's two things I want to speak on today. Probably I know usually I come in for an hour, but the battery is a little low, so I'm gonna cut it down maybe 30 minutes. Who knows? I can't really see. Shout out to everybody coming in. But I just actually pulled up. Surprised I didn't even know. Pulled up on one of my boys. And he was, selling some chocolates. I had to go ahead and straighten him all the way out. Like, come on, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. I know we both came from the bottom. Let me just get all that off the strength. Nothing like that. But, so everyone is still struggling. They're still making moves. So I'm like, let me make it a little bit easier and get that off from on that part. You got to do certain things to help individuals get to their next level. You don't know. Sometimes that's why even a good morning, a wave, a smile, sometimes that carries somebody through the whole day. Sometimes I came to the beach, I'm like, why it seems like everybody is got some kind of frown or some mug on. It ain't gonna work. I'm still gonna smile like, what's up? Like, you good, you making good powerful moves, even if I don't say anything. Now the ride to the beach, man. I think what I was talking about, a few things. I said the beach and power. So coming down to the beach, that was powerful. I had a ride, not gonna share too many names, with an elder. And it was very powerful for me because he's one that was, and I believe he was a low vision. He was blind on that end, or low vision, so, but that doesn't matter. He had the information, the knowledge, and the willpower to make certain moves. Then he was talking about becoming a politician. And sometimes individuals have a lot of information. They feel like they need a certain stage. You don't need that, man. This is what I was telling him. Like, you don't need that. You don't want to regret. And he didn't understand really right now that there's a lot of individuals right now not only scared, but they're ashamed. They don't have to have no medical condition, but just shame toward where they're at in their life. So I had to make sure I tell him, you don't want to be in a position where you're regretting. Like, man, I could have done this. I could, woulda, coulda, shoulda here. Oh, man, we taking action. And he knows. We exchanged information. But it was a very powerful situation just because he has a lot of wisdom to bring out. He's like, man, where should I bring it out? Start in your community. Start with a friend. Start with, you go to church, or, there's a lot of places, where you can start. You know, there's a lot of places that you can start. So, hey guys, I ain't gonna be real. I'm gonna be all the way real. So yeah, and then I want to shout out to BB. BB, you made this for me when I came, when we were staying. This is in LA. So I rock it. Y'all can check her out even on my IG. Fashion design. This is a real designer. I know BB saying, oh yeah, fashion designer. No, she was really there. So shout out to BB. You know, just putting this together for me. I mean, I still remember the day. I may have to actually frame this. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, I gotta frame a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna be able to wear it. So yeah, shout out to her. Support your friends, guys. Please do that. Support your friends and what they got going on. Maybe even when it comes to strangers too, support them. You don't know, you may have the information to send them to their next level. You don't know that. But back to what I was saying, the conversation, that was one of the most powerful conversations that I've had in a while. It let me know that individuals some individuals do know better and they do have the information, but sometimes they'll be afraid to bring it out. I know he was telling me about, man of color, he was telling me about all the individuals, Malcolm X, the individual from the 20s on up, individuals who died speaking the truth, not even truth, but just speaking information that'll help liberate, people. Shout out to everybody coming. I can't really see you guys, but shout out to you guys, wherever you're at in this world. And that can put fear into individuals. Let's say you got something powerful to save the world or save people on it, but you find out that they killing people for it. It may shut you down. You're like, dang man, I can't give up this information. They killing people. But then if you afraid of that, I'm gonna be talking about, the peace and the revolution on that end if you're not ready for the consequences of it. Like for me, the information that I'm bringing with the self-love, I don't care who likes it, government entities, whoever, certain groups, if they don't like it, I'm willing for my life to be lost on this information. It's that powerful. When you have certain things placed on your heart and you feel like I gotta get it out, death ain't scaring nothing. I ain't gonna give up too many secrets, but death ain't scaring nothing. You gotta almost look at the position like, man, if you really care about your people or where you're in, the position you're in, you're gonna make certain moves. You're gonna make certain moves because you know that I can actually free one person. As a counselor, I remember when I freed one person, they put me in the book, because guys, I deal with, certain clients, they are millionaires, or sometimes they have establishment. This is in LA. You never know who you're gonna meet. So the thing is, she put me in the book, and that's all right. But the thing is, for me, I really don't care too much about the finances part of it. I had this powerful information that's been placed on my heart, and I gotta release it. I gotta release this stuff. Shout out to everybody coming in. I can't really see you guys, but I have to release that information. And that's the thing. If you know you have some information to save the planet, release it. You talking about, individuals sometimes they talk about like death or them being afraid. No, let's say you releasing that information, that actually makes you feel free. You're not carrying that burden now on your heart. Because man, I was able to release something. I have a purpose, on this planet. So it's like, dang. Imagine you living on this life and you're not going towards your purpose to fulfill it. I remember I was sharing this whole week some videos with individuals that's about how to find your purpose. I had my boy even tell me, he was like, man, I'm not ready for that. I'm like, dang. I gonna get upset? Am I saying I'm he and my boy? No. Hey man, you make your moves. That's what I'm happy with my mom said. Make your bed. You gotta lie in there. I don't have to. Just make sure you're happy with yourself when you go to bed at night. Or whatever you're doing. You wake up in the morning, you're like, man, I'm living my purpose. You know? So what was also so powerful too, not only that conversation right there with the elder, and we did exchange numbers, but the thing is, sometimes individuals may just need a spark. People think that you're gonna just agree with them. Nah, I ain't here to agree with anybody, man. Some people just think like, oh, no. I'm not in here to agree with anyone. Now, if you got some powerful information, like, hey, let me think about that. Maybe that's some good stuff. But I actually love it when people disagree with me. I love it when people hate me. I love it when people dislike, whatever you want to call it, dislike me. I like all that stuff. So if you in a position, if you thinking, oh man, I disagree with Mr. Saylee saying I really don't like what he's doing, that's gonna stop anything? No. That actually may add some fuel to the fire. So be careful. It may add some fuel to the fire. I'm not looking to be agreeable with anyone. And some individuals may take it one way or not. They may say, oh man, Saylee, I'm not listening to you again, or you're too aggressive. All right then. I already know I'm not for everyone. I know I'm not. But I know, and when it comes to geek, I put it in a song, geeks who make apps. You know, to the OGs, they may have some, you know, some things under their belt, you know. I'm good anywhere, any hood, any country, any area, any side. And I'm looking you in your eye. So I'm not afraid. Yeah, I'm not afraid on that end. But see, sometimes people need to see that. It's like, hold on, who is this guy? I want to be like, I want to express myself. That's how you can get closer to freedom. Shout out to everybody coming in if you're seeing this now or later. Guys, I'm still having on the YouTube as well too. And the Elevation Project, it is on the YouTube as well too. I do my best to put all these videos on the on YouTube. I know some probably didn't make it on there, but I do my best. Remember, this is not the Safe Space Saylee show. I used to have some things written down for that. This is Safe with Saylee. It's kind of where I'm more free. Even with Safe Space Saylee show is free too, but this is more raw, I would say. You know, will I ever have guests on the Safe with Saylee? Maybe. But the thing is, the second part I want to talk about is, you know, the power. I pulled up, you know, I didn't know who I was going to run into. When I'm out, I'm out. I don't know who I'm going to run into. I don't care who I run into. Man, that's why I'm good. I told you before, I'm good everywhere. To my boy, he was from Cambodia. I told him, man, I'm trying to go out there. I'm not, man, I'm trying to go out there. But yeah, I think he was selling some chocolates on that end. I'm like, yeah, man, you good, man? Let me get all that off you, man. Let me make the clothes out of your sales. But the thing is, I remember, I'll give a little backstory. I remember me and this man being, at one point in time, being at the same shelter. Now, sometimes he's reverted back, now having to, not really necessarily going back to a shelter on that and what he did, but maybe experiencing homelessness again. Some people, you know, have a situation where it's chronic homelessness. Sometimes they experience it 50 years. I was talking to him, I'm like, you gotta remove yourself out of that cycle. You gotta be sick and tired of it as well. Some people, if you're not sick and tired of it, you're gonna keep on having that experience. There's certain things I will not go back to. I've set myself up in a position to never experience it again. I know people say never. No, I'm saying it. You know? Because I've aligned my life to where it's like, I know exactly what to do, how not to live that way again. I know what put me in there. You know, I know what did it. But I actually needed that to launch me up where I'm at now. Now with that homelessness, I'm talking about being on the pavement. I mean, shelter's cool too. But I mean, being on the pavement, sometimes sleeping on the beach, sometimes on the park, wherever I was at. I line up and I resonate with individuals who've been in jail 20 years or they millionaire. I resonate with all that. What's up? We deal with the struggles of life. I know people, they have their finances, but you're not happy. So I'm rarely impressed. I'm impressed by happiness, and I've seen people that are homeless that are free and happy. Now, am I saying that everyone should try this out? No. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, if you are choosing happiness, however that looks, that may be homelessness, that may be living in your car, that may be in a 10-bedroom house, it may be in a studio, it may be in a one. You gotta define it. You gotta define it. The sun was out today. The sun loving me, and I'm loving the sun. But you gotta find that for the rest of my life. I know on this planet, I got a mission. See, I'm determined. So the thing is, don't let your experiences, especially other people telling you about how you should live. No. Because remember, somebody else's happiness and yours could be totally different. So you got to make sure you're doing these things for you. Find out more about yourself. Understand it. Some people, you may go 80 years. You haven't even found you. You haven't even found you. You ain't scratched the surface of you. You've been following too many people. The only time I'll follow somebody is probably on these social media apps and all that other stuff. Man. Or just to see, like, hold on. Sometimes I'll follow somebody just to see where they'll go. Because I know my tolerance is high. Like, dang, bro, I gotta be in this tent or this situation. I'm not too bougie on that part. So I can do anything. Like, hold on, but we sleeping in this public bathroom for the day. If me sleeping in a public bathroom can free one of my boys, man, scoot over, man. Let me let you know. Hey, man, you can get out of this too. You can get out of this situation. Sometimes people just need to know that, man, I can be loved. Shout out to the ghetto birds. You know, we out here, shout out to them. But the thing is, so I'm willing to go through anything if it can get my boys or my ladies or whoever, anyone struggling that I know, out of that situation. If it can, then it's good. No, I'm not gonna just be, let's say I'm in there with them a week. No, I'm not gonna be in there with you a week, my G. Cause now that I find out that's something that you want to live. That's how you actually want to live. And I'm gonna get far away from that. Man, nice knowing you. I'm not, and I love people. I do. But I have no issue in saying, hey man, this is where our relationship stops. Best to you on your journey and what you have going on. Everything. But I have to exit. I have to take my exit. Like on the highway. I'm exiting. Go on your path without me. It's just like I was telling my brother too. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of people but we ain't gotta talk every day, bro. We can not talk 50 years. Okay. There is no issue. There was no issue there. 50 years, 10 years, 5 years, 6 months. There is no requirement. Oh man, we gotta at least chop in, touch in with me at least once a year, touch in with me once a week, or once a day. It's just like even in a relationship too. Now, I can't wait. With the Safe Space Sale, I can't wait till July we start talking about the relationship. But now we gotta come to some understanding. Now let's say for an example, I got a girlfriend, or I got a significant other, and there's an understanding like, all right, man, we ain't gotta talk every day. Okay, is there any love lost? No, not really, but we got some understanding. Now we may not go cause I love hard. I don't see myself going about 2-3 days without talking with you. For me, I don't see it. But as far as friendship or maybe some family or whoever, on that end, it's just like with my mom too. Sometimes I don't go too long, not too long. But do I need to speak every day with I don't need to talk to anyone every day. If I do, it's myself. What time we got? Okay, we probably got like about 10 minutes, man. You guys know, see, the sun got me charged up. Y'all didn't think y'all was gonna get this Safe with Saylee. So 2 things. What I was talking about? The beach. I'm sure you guys can. Yeah, we out here for real. The beach, and we was talking about the power. 2 things happened. 2 spiritual things happened to me today. On the Access ride, shout out to Access as well too. On the way over here, the elder, he was talking about the state of humanity. And we even talked about George Floyd too, because I think the anniversary was yesterday. I think about 5 years, 6 years, or whatever, 4 years, whatever. I think during COVID. And I was telling him that was actually a good thing. Why was it good? Because you seen people make a move because of what was shared online. So people do have a heart. They do care. We're not just at home watching it from home. No. We inside of it too. And he was telling me like, okay, I think it died down a little bit, and we still active. Then you're not just see. I didn't bring this up to him, but I should have. The gentleman in Cincinnati. Shout out to Cincinnati too. There was a situation where I think a cop had killed his son, and he went and killed another cop. Now, I'm not for violence. That's not what I'm saying. Was he right in it? That's not what we're here to talk about today. But the thing is just getting certain people. He's not done. That man not done with the beach. When you're at the beach and your child don't want to go home, man, they like, hey man, I'm not done. I'm still out here. Children like, no, I'm not done. I'm not finished. But the situation that I was talking about, why I say it's still active, why the George Floyd people are still active, goodness gracious, why people are still active is because of what recently happened in Cincinnati. Individuals are saying, hey man, an eye for an eye. You're going to take out somebody that I love, I'm coming out for somebody that you love. And this man probably didn't have anything to do with it. He was probably on the side of other people. Like, nah, man, he was wrong. But when you put on that badge and that uniform, it's a risk. It's just like being black in America. It's a risk already. Anyway, man of color in America, it's a risk. Make sure my battery's good. Yeah, when you're on TikTok, your battery go fast. That's why I didn't want to kill the battery. But yeah, so the point that I was making is just like, hey, we ain't sleeping. We have not gone to bed. we're still aware of what's going on. There's a lot of people that's still remembering. They haven't forgot. So I can't wait to upload this one. This one's going to be powerful. And then also meeting with my boy Kev. Man. See, I remember seeing him from the fringes and the struggles of reality. So I'm gonna always, when I can, if I can, I'm gonna help him out. I'm not like, hold on, you selling something and I got you. Come on. Give him some wisdom there too. Like, man, you gotta make sure you loving yourself. Get out of this conveyor belt lifestyle, or this, not even conveyor belt lifestyle. Get out of this routine of feeling like you gotta be homeless, then the shelter. Then I gotta go, these people chasing me, or I'm dealing with individuals that I feel like I'm under attack on that end. No one's attacking you, man. Get out of certain environments. Those environments are going to keep you in chaos. You got to actually remember this. This is for everybody. The 8 billion. This is why I even posted on IG. I'm like, I'm willing to go against 8 billion people to bring this amount of information. I know when people want to change and when they don't. I know who's serious about changing. I know who's not. Yeah, so I mean, shoot, we're gonna leave it at that. I mean, it's getting a bit cloudy now, but yeah, So those two things is what we were talking about. Very, very powerful day. I wasn't sure I was gonna have that kind of a day, but it was very, very extremely powerful. Coming out on that end and just making sure that I had to have those particular conversations. You never know where your presence is needed when it comes to elevation. You never know. Just being in the midst of certain areas, certain neighborhoods, I know for a fact that I've stopped killing, shootings, robberies, whatever's going on, just because people are not going to do certain things around me. I'm knowing, I've seen it. So I hope everybody is out there, taking care of yourself. Make sure you get your vitamin D in. Making sure that you're loving on yourself. That's some of the most powerful things that you can do on this planet. I was telling the elder, even about the golden room, doing to others that you want done unto you. The world changes overnight. How do you actually want to be treated? Everybody's saying they want to be loved. I want to be loved. But you don't even love you, so it's not true. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Hold on, I think my hair is going wild. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth on that part. But yeah, so guys, there's always, for the rest of life, I'm going to always give you guys, my truth, my elevation. Whether there's 1 million people in on the live or 0 people in, man. Y'all got to understand this. I was telling people this. Telling my clients even about this. If they get it, then it's good. But if they don't, I'm still getting it. I was telling my boy E on this. He's like, bro, he always saying, man, like it's good. Oh yeah, I needed this conversation. I'm glad that you're saying this and that. That's good. But I like more of what I'm saying versus you liking of what I'm saying. I love me that much that everything that comes out of my mouth is gold to my ears. So guys, clean out your ears too, man. Y'all been spending months and years without cleaning out your ears. Clean out your ears. Put some this is what I do. Put what is it called? I do this for my teeth too. What is it? Oh yeah, the hydrogen peroxide. Hold on, we're gonna take a break. Hold on. Here's somebody take a break. No, the hydrogen peroxide. I know people like, man, nah, you put that in your ears, eh? Mr. Saylee, you put that? I do. And I gargle with it too. Like, say, is that what got your teeth white? I mean, you gotta take care of your teeth too. Go to the dentist. I was telling other folks, don't be afraid to go to the dentist. Not all the drills. But you can see we closing up out of here. It's getting a little bit cold too. Cause you know I'm showing skin. Shout out to BB again. Showing some skin. I gotta make sure to. And see, one day I wanna go to a nude beach. A nude one. See, that's like being back in the Garden of Eden. The whole planet was a nude beach. You know, on that part. So we're gonna wrap up right there. Cause I gotta save this battery. I wanna make sure I get home too. And I did put my charger, but I don't know. I ain't about to be looking around for no outlets. No. There's certain things I'm just not gonna do. So make sure that you're doing the same thing for yourself as well too. Please continue to take care of yourself. This is Safe with Saylee SWS. The beach. Man, I'm thinking about I may do a class, who knows? At least this summer I'm gonna have to do some classes outdoors. I know I will. So yeah, please take care of yourself. Love yourselves times infinity. We out of here like last year. Peace.